Hi everybody, I'm here at the Reptilian Nation Expo, where they sell lizards, snakes, and frogs. But today we're looking for turtles, and we're gonna go visit Ryan at Southern Reptiles and see what he has. Ryan, I love these turtles. I wanna buy some.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go get, I want a Burmese Star Tortoise, right?
Right.
That's the best one for Florida?
Yeah, so we have Burmese stars, Sri Lankan stars, and Indian stars. And the Burmese, as far as Florida goes, they're the best with humidity and living outside, which ultimately you're going to want to do in Florida, I'm assuming. So yeah, that's a great one to go with. They're critically endangered in the wild, and they do get the biggest of the star tortoises, but in my opinion, they're the hardiest for sure.
Okay, let me look. Is that the nicest one? Maybe?
Yeah, I'd say so. They're all active. They're all eating great.
Okay, let's take him. Hey Ryan, what are these yellow-headed turtles over here?
Yeah, so that's the male Peruvian Twisted Neck. They were just imported from Peru about a month ago. They eat superworms, mealworms, reptilian pellets. Great turtle.
I'll definitely take him. And should I take a? They don't breed these here in captivity, do they?
Very rarely, but yes, there are a couple people that do.
But I'll get your card. I can always buy them in the future, right?
It takes about 5 months to hatch, and they only lay like 1-2 eggs at most.
Okay, I'll just take him for today.
Okay.
You know, I also see that you have some Mata turtles. I always wanted to have a Mata turtle. So Ryan, these Mata turtles, they're wild caught, but you've had them for a while. You said they're eating.
No, they're born in captivity in Peru. They raise them up to 4 inches because we have the 4-inch law to import them. And then once they're 4 inches, they ship them to the United States. Yeah.
These look really. Are these 6 inches now, though, or are they? Some
of them are a little bit bigger, but like this one's about 4 inches. They go by shell length, not by the head length is not.
Okay, I'll take that one right there. The one we're looking at.
This one?
Yep.
All right. All right.
This is a crested gecko. They're from New Caledonia, just like the lychees and the gargoyle geckos. This is almost as big as they get. They'll get a little bit bigger than this. And you can see they have what's called a prehensile tail. So they could actually hang from their tail like a 5th leg. And in the wild, they use that when they jump from tree to tree to catch on the branches. But one of the best pets you can own. They love room temperature. They don't need heat or light. They're nocturnal in the wild, and they actually eat like a meal replacement, almost like a fruit powder. Just mix it with water, and they're happy with that. And they love crickets too. But they're super good pets, super docile. It's one of the best pet reptiles you could possibly own here. This is an orange, what we call orange phantom. Just got orange, and in the back we got that dark area right here. And the males, it's funny, the males actually have a sac. You can see it, it's pretty obvious in the boys. Females don't. But they're very docile, very calm animals, super nice, and they live about 15 years. One of the best reptiles you could get. You want to hold it?
Now, Nathan, is this the animal that I saw in the Orlando show that they put him out on top of the cups?
No, that was actually one of these here. That was a lychee gecko. The lychees are from the same place, but they get much bigger.
You know the booth I was talking about?
Yeah.
It was over in that corner, and you remember he had like 8 of them he put out there?
Those are gargoyle geckos.
Gargoyle geckos.
I just sold the last ones, but those are same thing, from the same place, same characters, a different species. Wow, look at that. See how calm they are? They just kind of hang out.
So chilled.
Super chill animals. Super chill. I love them. They come in like it's really endless, but a couple hundred color options and more varieties. And
what's the price range on these?
Honestly, anywhere from $40,000 to, $10,000. It really just depends.
How about the guy I'm holding right now?
The guy you're holding right now is about $300. He's a super orange. Normally, the geckos don't have this much color on them. So when they have a lot of orange or a lot of red, they're going to be around $200-300. Unless there's other genes added in, then it's just extra fancier genetics. That's what makes the price go up.
Did you breed this one?
Yeah, this one I produced myself. He's about 2 years old. And like I said, they'll get a little bit bigger, but they'll be about fully grown in about 2.5 years.
Those big 6 foot by 6 foot enclosures that I got from Universal Rock.
Yeah.
Could you ever have a community of these? Or these
Of course.
You can.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you have to have like only one male, or do you think you can
You're
have?
supposed to have one male, but in an enclosure that big, no one's ever put them in an enclosure that big.
Okay.
So I'm sure it'd be more like the wild. I'm sure you can have a couple in there, but this is to watch them closely, make sure they're not fighting to death, over the females. And then I think you'd be fine. But they would absolutely love a crazy enclosure like that, replicate the wild and where they're from in New Caledonia. It's very cool there, very cool environment. It's around 68, 69 on average.
Do you know what my dream is? So my
Yeah, of course.
dream is to get a building that I can AC.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
right now nothing's AC.
Right.
So I'm going to try to stick with the animals that like it hot and sweaty.
Yeah, start with the tropical stuff, and
Yes.
over time, as you get the AC building, we'll move into stuff like the geckos here. You'll have gargoyles, cresses, leeches, a whole plethora of like amazing, air controlled animals that they would thrive in the AC for sure.
Well, it's great seeing you today, Nathan.
Of course.
This is Nathan at
South
Florida Reptiles. He's
There we go.
a new friend of mine. He buys plants from me, and I'm going to soon be buying animals from him.
I've been buying plants from Mr. Holt for 6 years now, and I finally met him recently, but I'm happy I did. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff together.
Well, thank you very much.
There you go. Well, everyone say goodbye to the gecko.
I just got back from the Reptilian Nation Expo. I got some exciting stuff. The first thing I want to show you here is I got this Mata turtle. Look, he's about 6 or 7 inches there. So what I have here is I put 12 gallons. So this right here is a 50-gallon lowboy that I bought at the Repticon show a little while ago. And I have in here 12 gallons of RO water. And I'm gonna add to that 3 gallons of my well water. Now, a lot of times they say get your setup before you buy your animals. Didn't know I was gonna come home with this animal. We use the RO water, we use my well water. My well water is hard, about a pH of 8. We wanna adjust the pH of this to about 5.5. So what I have here is I have Magnolia grandiflora leaves. So we'll put these here in the water. This should make a tea. And then in this filter, I have some long fiber sphagnum moss. So I'm gonna put all this in here. I'm gonna circulate it a little bit. I'm gonna test the pH, try to get the pH to right about 6.0 or 5.5. Then we're gonna release the turtle. I have the Magnolia grandiflora leaves. I got a little bit of long fiber sphagnum moss in there. I got the pH adjusted to 6.0. I was surprised. I really wanted to get it down to 5.5, but I'll live with 6.0 today. And here he is, the Mata turtle. Supposedly he's from a farm. He's been in captivity for 2 to 3 months. Eating rosy reds, I believe. They said toughies are the rosy reds. This right here is my Burmese Star Tortoise. Here he is. Just for now, I just bought him today. So this is a cement mixing tub. I got a little hide box for him, and I got little shallow water dishes. So I'm gonna keep him in the house for now but we're gonna get some colder weather coming up. We're probably gonna get some nights in the 40s. So he's going to spend the next week or two in here. This right here is the Peruvian Twisted Neck turtle. I got one male and I got one female. And I found out that they only lay one egg at a time. So I don't think it makes a lot of babies. But the price wasn't that bad, so I got one of each. And they like an enclosure that's 1/2 water and 1/2 land. This one's going to sleep for the night. Oh, there he is. So I got one male, one female. Not long after I put them in the tank, they wanted to crawl out, get on the dry land. They are so cool with that tannin brown shell and that bright yellow head. And you guys, you know a funny thing? The day after I put them in the tank, one mounted the other. And I'm trying to call people and seeing if this is an act of aggression or if this is an act of mating. I do have a male and a female, so we'll have to see. We will see you next week, and don't forget to like and subscribe.